Hello, my name is Pod. I am a producer and co-owner of Naughty Pixel Studios.
Hello, I'm Amy Hunter and I am a musician and singer-songwriter.
So, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
I was a classically trained pianist and trumpet from about the age of 6 onward. I've been writing music for about 20 years, slightly more than 20 years.
Nice. And yourself?
Well, I think I wrote my first song when I was about 8 years old, so a little while now, but recently after graduating I've just been writing way more music, and because of a certain event it's kind of upped, and I've been working on this album and various other music projects.
So after this event you two met, so what led up to you meeting?
Well, it was quite an interesting story. You start because it was when you sort of tapped me
Yeah,
up for...
so after
to...
I graduated I started working at a pub in town, and one of the guys that came in quite often was called Ted, and he would talk to me about loads of different things, and he knew that I was a musician, and at the time you were building a studio, weren't you?
Yes, I was building the studio at the time. I had a call after I'd met you briefly one night in the pub.
In a pub, yeah. Ted introduced us.
By Ted.
Yeah. We exchanged numbers because at the time I was at uni and I had to write this thing called a professional investigation, and we could choose whatever topic we wanted basically, and I chose to talk about studios. So that's why Ted knew that, and he introduced us, and so we exchanged numbers, and then a few months later I got in contact with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And came and did the interview about the studio, which was half built at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So as that was your first impression of each other at that moment, what was it like?
For starters, we'd been looking for a female singer, musician,
Mm-hmm.
and sort of out of the blue popped Amy, so that was really good. First impressions were, oh well, this is really, really amazing. It's like, wow, finally.
Yeah. Well, my first impression was obviously meeting Pod late at night in a pub. I wasn't sure what he was going to be like to meet, so I did say just before I left to come and meet Pod, if I'm not back in an hour, call the police, just in case. And then after meeting him, I realised he was just a lovely human being, aren't you? So,
Yeah, well, that's good, thank you.
So
Yeah.
you've spent a lot of time with each other since.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did it progress so quickly between the two of you?
Well, because I was looking to write music and wanted to get recording, and Pod was in a place where he wanted a vocalist and he had these tracks that needed to put female vocals on them. We were both instantly keen to start making music as quickly as possible. So it kind of progressed from there, didn't it? And we had like a jamming session here in the studio, and it went really well. And so we just continued from there, didn't we? Really?
Yeah, we just immediately kicked it off. It was brilliant from the day that you came over. It just worked. It was like a breath of fresh air for me. It was like, wow,
Well, the same
female
for me.
vocalist, and it's brilliant because I mean between us it just worked.
Mm-hmm.
Jamming sessions
Yes.
to an album, how did that come about?
So nearly 2 years ago now, I got some pretty horrible news. A friend from school took his own life, and everyone within our community basically was massively shocked by the event, and people started to raise money in the town to raise money for Mind, the charity. And at that point I wanted to find a way that I could then raise money for the charity myself, and one thing that I've always been massively inspired by is music that talks about mental health, and that's something that I really wanted to do. So pretty much from the get-go I said to you that this was something that I wanted to do, and you were instantly just like, yes, let's do this. And that's basically how it formed. A year and a half ago I wrote my first song for the album, and it's been sat there patiently waiting to be made into the first song of the album. It's now the second song though.
Yes.
Interestingly.
Yes, it is, yeah.
And since then we kind of collaborated our music together, so music that Pod's had for years that worked really well with what message we were trying to portray within each song. We've wrote new stuff together,
Yes.
and we've used some stuff that I've wrote myself as well, so that's kind of how it...
I've been using some of the music I had written maybe 10 years ago on the piano, and together we sort of made them into a proper song. So I mean, only a couple of songs, I think, or maybe one song sort of made up on the spur of the moment, but all the other songs had already been written, but with just music without singing and vocals.
Just felt right.
Just felt right, yeah, absolutely.
So as you're making the album together, when will it be released?
Probably autumn, winter time,
which
gives us enough time to do the video work, because once we've got the songs done we can then do the videos for a couple of the songs as well.
And the artwork.
Yes.
as well, still needs to be done, and we're still in the process of writing 3 of the songs as well, aren't we?
Yes, correct.
So it's still very much in the workings of it, but obviously we're wanting people to know about what we're doing, and if they want to get involved, etc., then they can do that.
So with people helping you with videos and helping you create the rest of the songs that are on the album and so on, have you got some people you'd like to thank?
Yes.
Yes, there's quite a few people involved,
Yeah.
which is really, really good. What is nice is all the people that have been involved are local people,
Yes.
friends, and neighbours, which is really good. So it's always been kept local, which is good.
And a lot of people are doing it off their own backs. They just want to get involved, the same as us. We're earning absolutely nothing from this. All of the money will be going to Mind. So all the sales of the tracks and the album will just be going straight to Mind, because that's important to both of us,
Yes,
isn't it, that
absolutely,
happens.
yeah.
And there's been so many people that are just wanting to get involved because they feel that they want to be a part of this, and that's so massive.
We didn't realise at first that how many people would be involved,
Yeah.
but it's really good to know that people are able to help and also willing to help. So that's good.
Yeah.
We've got Jam,
Joby,
Leaky,
Jake,
John,
Rob,
and Trisha, next door neighbour.
yeah, and then we've got Lydia and the dancers that are involved in the film making as well. So that's Abby, Holly, Jazz, and Ben as well.
We've got James, who is the videographer, and we've also got Laura.
Yeah, Laura, he's helping with some illustrations for some of the promotional.
As it
stuff for the
stands,
album.
that is how many people are involved. I'm sure that
And
will
us
grow.
as well.
Yeah. So and also I thank Mum and Dad obviously because they put a lot of effort into making this whole studio work as well.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, lots and lots of people.
Very, very good. Well, we all look forward to it, and we'll definitely hear from it soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.